Hello guys, welcome. It's Idorenyin here, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you things you need to stop doing if you want to see your hair stripe in 2020. I'm not here to dictate to you what you should do to your hair. My role is to guide you to avoid certain things so that when you see my hair stripe or other people's hair stripe, you will not wish that would have been you, whereby you are not doing the things they are doing. Do you understand? It's just like when it's okay, you want to be successful. What are successful people doing? You want to be like Dangote. He's the richest man in Africa, so I need to project him. You got that? You want to be like Dangote, and they're like, what is Dangote doing? You want to be like Bill Gates. What is Bill Gates doing? You want to be like Oprah. What is Oprah doing, and what is she not doing? Do you understand? So all those things are just guidelines, things you need to do if you want to see your hair stripe, so that when you see another person's hair, you're not gonna say, oh, God really hated me, how come he didn't give me this much hair, and all of that. I'm not saying that you're not doing a lot for your hair, but remember, the goal here is a healthy hair and not necessarily length. Okay, that being said, let's dive into this video. Number one, you need to keep your hair clean. I'm sorry to say this. I think a black woman cleans her hair the least compared to other people. Girl, don't worry. I understand working with a hair like this is not easy. We can go weeks and even months without even thinking of cleaning our hair. Do you understand what I mean? So we need to clean our hair, remove product buildup, remove dust, and let me just target environmental dirt, sweat from our hair. And that is why a lot of us tend to have dandruff, because we clean our hair the least. Do you understand? So I will recommend you need to keep your hair clean, because a clean scalp will only lead to a clean did I say clean hair? A clean scalp will only lead to a healthy hair and a healthy scalp. So if you have dandruff, ensure that you clean your hair. Try to do hairstyles that will enable you to keep your hair clean, especially your scalp, especially during heat period. You really need to clean your hair. I'm speaking based on people living here in Nigeria. We are still under the heat season, and we tend to sweat a lot. Every 1 meter that we make, we sweat a whole lot, and you leave all those sweat to rest on your hair without even thinking of washing it. Please, whether you are on cornrows, whether you're on braids, you should find out time to keep your scalp clean. Promise me you're gonna do that. If you're going to do that, let me know in the comments down below. But two, you need to keep your hair moisturized, man. A whole lot of us are guilty when it comes to this. Then it now leads to the first excuse I gave. It takes time for us to take care of our hair, but please ensure that your hair is always moisturized. Use good product to keep your hair moisturized, because the hair tends to break more when we don't keep the hair moisturized. I mean, keeping your hair really moisturized, like for me, I use 3 products if I want to keep my hair properly moisturized. I used 1 Idorenyin super hair growth oil, and the mango butter leave-in conditioning lotion, and the chebe infused hair butter, the LOC method or LOC method, to keep my hair moisturized, because once the hair is moisturized, it is less prone to breakage. That way you'll be able to retain more length. Your hair will even become fuller. Promise me you're gonna do that. Okay, let's check what number 3 has to say. Number 3 says you need to avoid, if you cannot avoid, you need to reduce heat styling. I mean, applying heat on the hair will actually make the strands of your hair to be lighter, and once the hair is lighter, it is prone to breakage. So I'm not saying you should not do it. If you can avoid it, please do. If you can't, you should actually limit the way you apply heat on your hair. I know there are a lot of products in the market that says heat protectant. Do you want to know the truth? It doesn't protect anything. In the real sense of it, it doesn't protect anything, because heat protectant made of oil and heat, just imagine that. Do you understand? So you just have to reduce it. If you cannot, you use very low heat. It's not all the time you go to the salon to wash your hair, you ask them to blow dry your hair, you ask them to straighten your hair, you ask them to do this. You need to avoid that, and always take into consideration the texture of your hair. Will your hair be able to handle it? If after the first time you try heat on your hair and your hair becomes very light and you see it falling on the floor each time you comb your hair, then you know that your hair is way too fragile for heat. So you just avoid it. Number 4, I've said this in my previous video and it is very important. You need to find out time to include live ingredients into your hair. By live ingredients, girl, I am talking about DIYs. Even though I now have professionally formulated products from my hair care line at Dan Eded, I still encourage people to include live ingredients in their product. Find out time to include Ayurvedic herbs into your product. It could be my favorite, which is the moringa, nettle, peppermint. I mean, all this thing does a whole lot of benefit to your hair. It could be rice water, it could be avocado, banana. I mean, just find out time at least once in a month to include live ingredients into your hair. By live ingredients, I'm talking about products that have not been over processed, products that haven't gone through heat. You need to include it in your hair. In fact, when I started my natural hair journey in 2018, yes, that's when I had my meat shop, I used a lot of DIYs for my hair. So you need to, but please don't go there and start making black soap shampoo. If you are not a trained formulator, or if you don't know how to adjust the pH of a black soap, please don't go out there making black soap shampoo for your hair if you cannot adjust the pH, because the black soap pH is very high and our hair is very sensitive to pH. You got that? Let's go to the next one. Number 4 says, do not be a product junkie. Do you understand? So if you found a product that your hair loves, there is no point moving from product A to product B. Just stick to that particular product, because you might end up changing product and your hair will now start misbehaving or acting funny. So if Idorenyin natural hair product is a product your hair loves, there is no point switching to another product, because people have this misconception that if you use a particular product for a long time, your hair might start misbehaving. No, it doesn't. So you need to stick to that particular product if your hair loves it. Number 5 says you need to get regular trims. I know I am guilty of it. I've been planning to trim my hair since January, and this is March. I haven't done that, but I'm going to be doing that soon. Latest February will not pass, April will not pass by without me trimming my hair, because as your hair grows, the ends become drier. You now have a single strand knots. So there is absolutely no point keeping dead hair on your hair. Dead ends on your hair. So by the time you trim your hair becomes even healthier. They're able to grow knowing that there is nothing that is actually disturbing your hair from striving. Do you understand what I mean? So when I trim my hair, I'm basically going to show you how I'm going to do that so that you can learn from it. But Sometimes maybe you probably need to check a good natural hair salon that'll help you remove those dead ends. There are a couple of videos on how you could actually trim your hair at home. You could check Natural 85 and every other person. Just type the search this thing and you see where you could actually learn how to trim your hair at home. Number 6, I hope I'm not losing count. It says, number 6, you should sleep with a certain hair bonnet. ID, say the truth. You're on calm and shame the devil. Do you do that all the time? No, I don't do it all the time. But over 90% of the time, I sleep with my satin hair bonnet. If I don't sleep with a satin hair bonnet, then I sleep in a sleek pillowcase, or sometimes I just tie my hair and sleep like a granny that I am. This actually keeps, your hair moisturized for longer, because the dry air is not coming into, I don't know, what am I supposed to say here? I'm losing touch. So the dry air is actually, your hair won't dry out. That's basically what I'm trying to explain. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Your hair won't dry out. It will prevent tangling. It keeps your hair protected. Girl, there are a whole lot of benefits on why you should actually use a satin hair bonnet, or sleep with a satin pillow, or even do like the grandma, tie your hair before going to bed. Do not allow him to drag your hair bed. You know what I mean? Yes, this particular one is very important. You are what you eat, so you need to eat, sleep, rest, because stress is another thing why most people are not growing out their hair. I mean, one of the reasons people are actually losing a lot of hair is either they're not exercising well, they're not eating well, they're not exercising, they're stressed. So try and limit stress, try and eat healthy, eat fruits, proteins. I mean, just try and balance your healthy diet. Do some live ingredients. I mean, you mustn't cook your food before you eat them. Those are very important if you want to see your hair thrive in this 2020. You need to limit sun exposure. I know the sun, I am so guilty, because I rock my hair out 100% of the time, and sun, the way it affects the skin, it has same effect on the hair. It actually changes your hair color, increases the porosity of your hair, makes your hair to be drier, increases the breakage rate. So try and protect your hair from the sun, especially like when it was really, really sunny. I used to cover my hair with a scarf, but I don't do that all of the time. But I'm beginning to practice and protect my hair from the sun, because it is very, very important to limit excessive sun exposure to the hair. Number what? I'm not actually losing count. Stay away from toxic people. People that think that natural hair is not for you, you need to stay away from them. Do you understand? Lean your shoulder to people who are ready to support your natural hair journey, not people that are telling you, oh, why is your hair looking like this? Why is your hair like this? This natural hair is not for everybody. This, da, 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 da. You need to remove such people from your life and lean towards people who are ready to support you. Everybody's hair, like there is no one fits all to what is a beautiful hair. So when people approach me and like, but my hair, I'll ask the person, are you beautiful? And the person say, yes, I am beautiful. I said, so is your hair. Do you understand what I mean? So you don't need people who don't support your natural hair journey, who keeps telling you that natural hair is not for you, because I've heard that 1 million times. So do away with such people and lean towards people who are ready to like support your natural hair journey. Because if you have a lot of these people in your life, the next thing you're going to do is that they're going to tell you to go put relaxers on your hair, which is something you're not going to like at the end of the day. So these are just the few things I have to tell you, the things you need to do if you want your hair to strive in this 2020. If you have more tips, please drop them in the comments down below. Let's learn from each other. I'm open to learning from you because I know there are a lot of natural sisters online who know so much about the black hair. I constantly learn from them, so let's learn from each other. I'm definitely gonna end this video today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm gonna ask you, what are you doing? So click the subscribe button and press the bell that is just right beside it so that you will be notified anytime a new video drops in this channel. Do not forget to like, comment, and I'm gonna see you in my next video real quick. Bye bye. Stay safe.